Hello, everybody, and I welcome you to our first session first live session in 18Palmas open dealing room. It is the place where we would like all the traders or the newbies or the advanced or the pros to meet and share knowledge. There are many places out there where I see many questions rising towards possible investments, towards possible trading strategies, towards fundamental questions, technical questions, and we would like to address them here on our live AMA sessions, where as well we are available, and we want everybody to be available in the 18 digits group, which is as well called 18Palmas Open Dealing Room, and it's the main host of our event. With this event, we are announcing the soon to begin trading competition that will last for 18 days. And there we go. And with this said, I would like to invite our two guests today. Actually, Katja is the guest, Bertram is the co-host. So we are organizing this together with Bertram. But anyway, I would like first to give the word to our guest. So ladies first, right? So Katja, please, could you say a couple of words? Why are you here? What do you think you can add to us? I will as well jump in a little bit later. So please, the word is yours.
Yes, thank you, Jernej. Thank you, Bertram, and hello to everyone. Nice to see you. Some of you I know, and all the rest, I hope we will get to know each other. So I'm here to speak about gold and silver, precious metals. And I'm sure you are surprised. You were thinking that gold is something that it's really different than Bitcoin or Ethereum or other cryptocurrencies, but in fact, it is not. So these are investments out of system. And since more and more people think that with our fiat, I mean classical financial system, not everything is okay. So they looking their ways to go out of system. So gold is very old way to do this. People are using gold, as far we can tell, for 10,000 years, 10,000 years. And probably will use gold for another 10,000 years, also silver, also other precious metals. So when Bitcoin and then other cryptocurrencies appeared, they have some characteristics similar to gold. They are rare, they are between the community, they cannot be manipulated by governments or central banks or other issuers. So I think people who invest in gold or cryptocurrencies have sometimes same motives. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I won't say you have to put everything in precious metals, but perhaps for many people is optimal combination. Perhaps you gain your assets, you do your profits, you do your great results in crypto, and then perhaps some part of profits you secure, you put safely in gold. So also when you search for gold investment or how to buy gold or silver, please don't just find the cheapest gold per gram. So the cheapest, the lower price per gram. This doesn't say much. So you have to have a secure dealer. Also ask him if when he sells you gold, is he willing to buy back this gold or silver? If yes, that means he believes in stuff he sells. So please be very careful when buying, because as far as the gold, silver are the safest or one of the safest investments on the planet, the gold dealers and gold providers are not that safe, are just classical companies or with limited liability, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I think it's optimal combination, and especially some signs are with the silver. It can come to silver squeeze, and silver is also a possibility that for the very small money you can buy something with great potential.
Okay, thank you, Katja, for this interesting introduction. I will get back to your topics. I'm especially interested in the fact that gold and silver are somehow detached from the monetary system, so to say, which is similar to crypto. And I would like to address this more, but first, let me introduce my friend Bertram, with whom we are, as I said, organizing this series of events. Bertram, what are your thoughts for the beginning? So Bertram is ex-broker, professional on capital markets. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
Yes.
if I remember that correctly, where Katja is a gold silver expert, and we will be trying to find some similarities from the investment point of view, which is the main topic for today. We will try to discover how we can enter the investment, when, and so on. So Bertram.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Very happy to be here. Great initiative together with Palmatrix to launch this 18Palmas group, and also to launch this series of live events. Well, I'm historically coming from the foreign exchange side. I've been doing I've been doing FX trading since 1981. So it's nearly 40 years.
Oh, wow.
So I've seen a lot, been through a lot, ups and downs, right and wrong decisions. And for me, actually, currency is a currency. And I have the view of the crypto market that it is actually currency as well. For me, it's currencies. That means before you take any decisions to invest, you do some fundamental research, you have a look at okay, in this case, it's not the country, it's not the economy, it's whatever, but you have a look at the project itself. What should you invest in? What has a capacity for the future? So cryptocurrency is a bit of a mix of, actually, I would say, a currency and maybe equity. Yeah, because there's always something behind a project, behind a company, behind people behind. Yeah. So but it's going to be very exciting to see how this is going to turn out. I'm very excited about the whole setup, what we are doing here, because as probably most of you know, 18 Digits is only 2 months old as a social network, and I think it's nice to be able to launch a series like that in that early stage. Even though we're close to reaching 25,000 members today on the platform, which is great.
Congratulations.
Yes, I'm very happy. So apparently it's something people want, a place, a home where they can come and get a lot of information and exchange about what's going on in the crypto market. So no, I wish everybody good luck. I'm happy everybody's here. Thanks to Katja, thanks to Jernej, and whoever is joining today.
Super.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday, the traders period, they say, Sunday evening is if in the history the Monday morning was the one, you know, entering, somehow in crypto space that became Sunday evening. So I think we are now in the middle of the main decision making processes,
Yeah.
If I'm talking about, let's say, our users, traders, investors.
Yes.
So I would like to introduce myself as well a little bit. When you mentioned, Bertram, the thing behind whatever it is, you know, it's not governments, it's not so to say the resources from this world, or how to put it, which is Katja is the expert, right? So gold and silver. I am the one that probably very well understands how the crypto fundament works, because I have 20+ years experience in software development. I have 10+ experiences in startup development. So let's say kind of innovative business models based on software development. Which led me, of course, in 2016 to enter crypto space, starting to advise and get involved with several crypto projects, blockchain projects, not just crypto. And in 2017, yes, we, together with Janez and Gregor, who is as well here, I can see, established Palmatrix, which is the platform for connectivity, convenience on crypto markets. And as we all know, they're very fast and volatile markets, which is similar to Forex markets, I would say, especially if we compare it to the late decade. Forex is even faster, especially if we take a look at it from a trading perspective, okay? So high frequency trading, for now, in its real essence, it's practically impossible on crypto markets yet. So Forex is somehow leading the way for cryptocurrencies in this sense. And we at Palmatrix are using this knowledge, and that's why we'll be building everything very, so to say, quick. We want to provide quickly accessible crypto markets for everybody. So we have, on one hand, we have Katja, that is an expert with assets that we can as well buy, invest into, and that are here for over 10,000 years. And we have, on the other hand, Bertram, who says he's for 40 years. I mean, he began before 40 years with Forex. And this somehow is mixed up with my knowledge on software and, let's say, this crypto fundament technological, and we will try to come up with some brilliant ideas why things are happening as they are on the crypto markets. I would just like everybody first to make aware, before we continue, that we have a Zoom chat active. So I will be monitoring the Zoom chat all the time. So if somebody has a question or something, please put it in the chat. If somebody wants to speak out loud, I think I will now unlock. Yes, I can unlock. So you're allowed to unmute yourself. Just say something if you want, if you have a question, if you want to add something, and let's make a nice group dialogue and discussion here. So everybody very welcome for joining us. So let's move on. Next thing I would like to mention is why we gathered today is to try in the first place help you enter the investment, so to say, to enrich your decisions, to see what are the expertise in, let's say, entering investments in over 10,000-year-old investment possibility as gold and silver represent. And on the other hand, if we're talking about volatility, where gold and silver are not so traditional at, but Forex definitely is. What can we combine out of this? And first, let's discuss on when and how to enter an investment, which is the first step that we need to do to come to the, let's say, our trading competition as well, about which we will talk at the end of our dialogue today. When I will show you as well how you can operate with Palma Demo and what are the competition rules. But as we already announced, everything should be very relaxed. We're going to be doing it on the Palma Demo because the main purpose is education. So when and how to enter an investment. I'm constantly following many groups on as well on 18 digits lately, and on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and practically everywhere. As well, my friends call me sometime and I get questions like, is it okay to buy Bitcoin now? Or should I buy Ethereum now? It's I saw that it went up, but anyway, I would like to have some Ethereum. You know, these are daily questions that I stumble upon, and this actually is connected to the question when and how it is okay to enter an investment. And maybe first, Katja, what would you say? What is the wisdom behind this? What was the wisdom maybe in the history and maybe changed now? Please, if you can say a couple of words on that.
Yes, yes, of course. Well, as any trading asset, it's the old logic that you buy low and sell high. Although it's not always easy to say what is low and what is high, because we measure price with euro or dollar, which is also, let me say, unstable or unsure or changeable at least. So, for example, if you have gold, 1 gram of gold is always 1 gram of gold. So if the gold is rising approximately 10% per year, let's say, statistically, doesn't mean, actually, it doesn't mean that gold is rising, but that dollar or euro or other currency that you look in is dropping, because gold is always the same. So in the other hand, that means if you don't invest your fiat money, you are losing, let's say, approximately 10% per year. So if your money is at the bank, the problem is your value is melting like let's say snow in the sun. So Andre Costolani, this is one of the famous how to say investment guru. He said the best time to buy it was yesterday. The second best time is today. That means you buy when you have money, use it, buy it. Of course, you can use a little strategy to buy with limited orders, to buy cheap, but not the cheapest, because with gold, you also have to check the security of dealer. As I said before, is he buying back his stuff? Also, when you entering the gold or silver, please also think of exit strategy. So are you buying the bars? I'm now talking about physical gold bars or gold or silver coins. Are you buying something that is easy to sell so fast anywhere practically in the world? Or you buying something that's really exotic, unknown? So I would advise to buy rational, to buy something that it's easy to sell. And as it's situation now, especially in European Union, if you have, I wouldn't say a lot, but if you have some money and you appear at the bank or at the gold dealer or something, they are obliged to do anti-money laundering check or other checks. So if you have smaller bars, coins, it's much easier to sell them, especially if you want to sell them for cash or for crypto. So if you have 1 kilo of gold in one bar, it's a pretty big amount of money. You have to sell it all at the same time. But if you have 1,000 1-gram bars, you can sell it partially when it's available to you. You don't have to do it at the same time, at the same price. So you are the master of this situation. So to buy gold to first avoid inflation, and second to avoid the insecurity of banks, or I would say generally fiat money, it was always very safe and conservative decision. Some people even compare it with the real estates. Of course, real estates have other rules, but gold is movable, is transferable if you move, let's say, to the southern island, to Australia, New Zealand. I don't know where is the sun now. You just take your gold with you, while your house you cannot take with you. So I see it pretty good combination with crypto assets.
Okay, thank you. So let's put it like this. You're saying that gold and silver are going to be going up as long as we're going to be printing money. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is somehow logical. And that growth is somehow, let's say, more or less stable, okay? Especially if we compare it to cryptocurrencies. Now, before we go deeper into cryptocurrencies, Bertram, what are your thoughts on this? So from a perspective, let's say if I want to buy gold, if I decided to buy gold, I will go now and buy it partially, because usually people don't just get million and throw it into the gold. That means my paycheck got bigger, okay, so I can afford to pay 200 per month, and I will buy every month I will buy some gold, because on the long run I understand that we will be printing money, so the gold will go up. By the way, in Palma, which is the tool for trading, Palma Demo, you have this function as well available. It's called dollar cost average, and you can automate that. Palma buys you every day or every week or every 3 days for the same amount of money. It buys you a certain crypto asset.
Okay.
Before we go to more into Palma Demo, Bertram, what are your thoughts on entering? You have experiences from Forex markets,
yes,
which is a little bit, or if I may say, completely the other way around, because gold is compared to fiat currencies is not being printed against being printed all the time, right? But on the Forex markets, we have all the fiat currencies printed all the time. How that changes the view on the strategy on entering the market?
I mean, to be honest, at the moment, for me, as I see the risk of inflation, the risk of instability, the enormous debts of every single country, also connected to the pandemic now and everything, to choose which fiat currency to go for is actually a misery. For me, there is no fiat currency that has any bright future at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
So what the people typically do at the moment is, or like they always did when there's a sort of crisis, they either, if the crisis is outside the US, they jump into the US dollar, but nobody's going to touch that now because it's a disaster what's going on there. Or they jump into Swiss francs. This is the typical reaction.
Okay.
Well, in the situation we are in at the moment, everybody's in the same boat. Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to face enormous, enormous challenges with their society, with budgets and everything. So, of course, gold and silver, I think, are a very good alternative. Personally, I think seeing the development in the corporate life and corporate balance sheets in the States, I think cryptocurrencies are a really good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
And I would say the top 5 or the top 10, because any institutional investor will go for the top 5 or the top 10. Yeah.
Okay.
And for me, they will have, of course, there's high volatility at the moment. I don't know. I think Bitcoin is down again in 43,000 or something like that. I mean, imagine the way we talk. Yeah. I mean, 3 months ago, this thing was at 18,000 or whatever. And now we say, oh, it went down to 43,000. What's wrong?
Yeah.
So, no, but I think there's so little people who are invested in cryptocurrencies compared to, I mean, look at the total market cap. I think it matches more or less Apple. And this is all the cryptocurrencies of the world. It matches one share or one company's capital or market value. It's nothing. Yeah. And the people will start to think, and they will start to think when the government starts sweating, and when they start to send bills, and when they say, by the way, if you make more than $300,000 or $400,000 a year, we are very sorry, but you have to participate in this now. We need help. The society needs help. And I mean, especially people with a lot of money, they don't really like that. That's why they have a lot of money. Yeah. So they will jump probably into gold, into silver, but definitely also into cryptocurrencies. I'm 100% convinced. And said that you hear all these crazy predictions or crazy, in brackets, predictions about Bitcoin, for example, going to 100,000, is it going to 200,000? For me, it's impossible to say what is the limit, because you have such a limited supply. I mean, imagine it, there's only, let's say there's still 20 million, if we don't count all of them that got lost or whatever. But that means that only 20 million people out of the world population can own one Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I think it's very simple.
Yeah.
It's a one-way ticket.
Okay, so if I sum it up a little, then we go to questions. I see we have some questions in the chat. So we are talking now with Bertram, and I completely agree. I mean, I do the math. It's simple, right? I mean, it's how much? It's 7 billion people in the world right now. Let's say only 1/3 of them it's capable of buying Bitcoin, okay? And we're still at 2 billion, whereas we have 20 million Bitcoins.
Just take 1% of all equity value around the world.
Or if we put it this way, yes. So I would like to make I would like to draw the line here. So gold, I mean, all the reserve of the gold on the world is one swimming pool. Is that correct, Katya?
Yes, exactly. All the gold in the world you can put in one Olympic swimming pool.
Yeah. So I heard. So it's well limited. So people, it's a limited supply. Bitcoins only 20 million, because 1 million or more are already lost, as well a couple of mines. So we have limited supplies of both of them. And fundamentally, that means that the more that we get an unstable monetary system, people will run out of the convenient fiat currencies, right? And they will search for systems that are independent from fiat money. Okay. So
yeah, but they are independent from government decisions. They're independent from central bank decisions
as well.
Don't forget, there's hardly any currency in the world at the moment where you get any interest at all. I mean, at least in Switzerland, I think probably in other countries as well, if you have a certain amount of money in your bank account, you pay penalty interest because you're owning money. And this is not really the common sense of investment.
Yeah. Just people don't know that. People don't know. Most of the people don't know that. But good point here as well.
Yeah.
However, there is one difference. Just I will throw a little bit between gold and cryptocurrencies, and this is accessibility. We will come to that point a little bit later, but let's jump now to the questions. So we have quite some questions. So for Katya, given the underperformance of gold versus stocks, crypto, do you believe precious metals will catch up this year?
Yeah, actually, I do believe precious metals will catch up with comparing to fiat or to bonds, and even, I would say, even versus stocks, because stocks are quite, most of the stocks I think are having high price. For example, the prices of the stocks are 2 or even 3 times or 4 times higher than 1 year ago, while the profits for the last year, for the fourth quartile, will be lower. And when we will get results, that means stock has higher price, but much lower profit or dividend or even loss. So that I mean that most of the stocks are overvalued. Regarding cryptocurrencies, I would guess no, but we are comparing 2 different assets. Well, so cryptocurrencies are very volatile and have a great opportunity to grow and for trading, while gold is more like a safe parking.
Yes, definitely there is a big difference. That's why I exposed that at the beginning. I mean, at the end of the previous discussion. So just to elaborate a little, if I got it right. So we have seen like really big jumps of the stocks. Okay, I don't know if we go to Elon Musk and Apple as well, and they are really at the hype peak performance. And now Katya is saying that we are now waiting for the final yearly exams, right? From all that, all those companies, which we are expecting any moment now, right? It's so it's I don't know exactly, but I think that February, March, April, May are the months that those reports are coming out. Depends on which country are we looking at, right? So now we will see the final reports, and they will say they will, you know, there will be the proof. Is this stock or company overvalued or not, right? So this is what we are now facing. Whereas on the other hand, gold is slowly but steadily rising with some very little fluctuations, right? So we are now expecting that somebody got rich on this hype. Okay, I'm very simple man. I don't know the expression, so I like to use these simple words. So some of them got rich and they will need to stash the money somewhere, and some of it will definitely go back to gold. Is that correct, what you're saying, Katya?
Yes, exactly. Okay. I think people will take the part of their profits.
And it will go into gold and into cryptocurrencies, as it is, as says Bertram as well, and I would agree with him, especially due to the fact that the crypto is much more accessible, yet harder to get for people that are not tech savvy. Okay, so we are seeing now people that don't know how to use computers. If I exaggerate a little bit, they rather call Katya and buy some gold and silver because Katya can fix that for them. Whereas I don't like to call. I go to my computer and I do everything for my computer, right? So instead of writing email to Katya, I rather go to the Bitstamp exchange and I buy crypto there, right?
Yeah, but you see the development at the moment. There's more and more actually financial products coming up backed by cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of ETFs coming and stuff like that. So it won't take long before the normal wealth superhero from your local bank would tell you you have to buy a Bitcoin ETF and stuff like that. And when we get there,
yes,
and it's not far away, because I think the banks are seeing the light, because they're all struggling, all of them.
Yeah.
They need to be innovative.
Okay. Let's go to the next question, if you agree, guys. How do you see, again for Katja, how do you see tokenized gold? Similar, in brackets, bad as gold certificates or not?
Yeah, let's hope that it's much better. Well, I actually love the idea of tokenized gold or silver, or I would say gold coins, silver coins, but under some conditions. So first condition is there is really exists a gold backup. Because if you compare with the fiat system, the old days people were paying with gold, silver, and copper coins. So the paper money it derives from the confirmation that you deposited your gold. That means money. It meant money in the bank. So it was just confirmation. And all the problematic starts when people were printing more confirmations of ownership of gold than was gold deposited in the banks.
Exactly.
So
this is how money was born, right?
That money was a paper money or fiat money was born.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hope this is not the case that we will see with the crypto-backed gold, right? But yeah, there is this let's say danger that this might happen. I have seen some projects doing exactly this. I will not mention, but probably we all know what I'm talking about, right? So
it's a big threat, and it's a big threat to the whole industry, actually.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely, yes, definitely. However, it is very, let me elaborate. It's very fine to think, you know, for me, I would, if I have a chance to buy gold in the form of crypto token, okay, on any exchange, I would rather go and do that. But this was let's say 1 year ago or more when I was thinking like that. But then when I met Katja, I realized that this is actually a problem, because gold is a physical thing, and it's because it is of course regulated. There are procedures how you can really get a piece of gold for a piece of paper, okay? And of course, when you connect this, dollar was gold backed, right? And there was a problem, and United States and other countries, but United States with their famous act solved it, right? And then they will be able to print the money, you know. So these are the ugly stories that happened in the past. And when it comes to cryptocurrency, this same thing can happen. This is what we are saying. You know, it's not hard to write a program, because cryptocurrencies are programmable, so to say, assets, right? It's not hard to say in the program, you need to have only 10% of the gold, and 90% doesn't have to exist, really, okay? This is the danger that is behind, okay? This is something that we are afraid of here. And if you are buying, let's close this deal now. If you're buying, so dear guests, if you're buying tokenized gold, you should really good look into their white paper, into their programmable code and everything. So I believe when we are looking at gold or silver, it's better for now to go to somebody we trust, to a friend, to Katja,
to be honest, it should be on the blockchain. If I buy a certificate with a certain amount, I want to see a blockchain transaction for it.
Of course. But this is what you are talking now. It's the story turned around. Okay, it's for every piece of the gold that I get, it should be on the blockchain. I completely agree. Yeah. However, I have seen many blockchain projects doing it more like the monetary system way, backed by gold. So.
Yeah, but this is exactly the system we want to get away from. Huh?
Exactly, yes.
This is exactly the system that killed everybody in 2008, 2009. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm not saying who is good and who is bad. I'm just trying to warn our audience
Yeah, but this is the beauty about the blockchain. There is no good and bad anymore.
Yeah,
because it's crystal clear.
Yeah, it's trustless
this
environment.
Is the whole idea. Yeah.
This is a topic that we will have to cover on our next event when we will be talking about fundamentals. So let's continue now. We have okay, one comment. Fed seized all citizens' gold in 1930. Yeah, this is the act I was talking about. Thank you, Gregor. What prevents that this will not happen again with gold and also crypto on a large international scale? We don't know, and this is the problematic that we just somehow, let's say, opened a little bit and postpone it to our next session, expert session, that will be on Tuesday when we will be talking about fundament. Let's continue now because I have some more things prepared. So now we were talking when and how to enter the market, okay? But so we got experiences from gold and silver and from Forex and a little bit from crypto as well. But mainly we are leaving for now this to you. Whereas I have this next question that is popping up everywhere. And it's like, for example, I am a beginner and I would like to know if it is still profitable to invest into Stellar, Litecoin, and Ripple. Now, this is, for example, a question from today from one of the groups. What is the situation with VeChain? You know, so I'm now moving to our next step that we want to touch within our discussion, and it is how to choose an investment possibility. Okay, which is, of course, it is connected. So if we're talking how we can enter investment, we have to as well see what kind of investment we can enter. And as we can see now is that cryptocurrencies and gold and silver are detached from the monetary system and central government system as well. That's why they seem like a good opportunity. But so let's say we are now decided to buy crypto. Now I come to Binance and there are 2,000 coins. What should I do? This is now the question. Katja, what would you do?
Yeah, first I would have to check do I already have some coins? First, and second, what is my goal? And then to explore, to analyze a little bit about coins. I for sure would go for Bitcoin and Ethereum for sure. This is for me a must. And then also on some other coins, depends how much money, what is my time horizon and so. And then I would educate myself to buy it with a limited order, to control it with good tools and so on.
Okay, so I definitely agree here, Katja. We need good tools because, for example, in situation of gold, I need usual traditional mobile phone. Okay, it doesn't have to be a mobile phone.
Yes.
Actually, okay. But in crypto is different. So we have volatility. We have. We don't know how much is going to go up, although we somehow believe that it will go up. Okay, so now it's so it was a good advice from Katja. Go in step by step, if I elaborate correctly. Okay, step by step, and have control.
Yes.
Keep control in your hands. Okay, how we can do this. And what would you like to add maybe to this, Bertram?
Yeah, but there's several ways. I mean, the first thing is you said, okay, I would definitely go for Bitcoin. I would definitely go for Ethereum. I think
why is this? Why is this so? Why do you?
I don't know. I mean, me personally, for example, I would not buy Ethereum. I think Ethereum's days are counted. Yeah? You have chains like Polkadot, you have Cardano, where people say already now it's Ethereum 3.0 or Ethereum 4.0. Yeah? And if you see if you just look at the gas fees of Ethereum over the last weeks, I mean, it's madness. Yeah. I mean, how do you want to invest $50 if you have to pay $25 gas fee? Yeah. So I would rather look. I would read a bit first, and maybe look at the top 10 over the last 3 weeks and see what happens.
Because the institutions
who came
are
up and so on.
Right? Okay.
And because it's really important. Okay, Ethereum, everybody knows Ethereum, but that doesn't mean it's any good anymore. Yeah.
I will, if I may jump in. Okay.
Yes.
Let's put it like this. The takeaway for our audience, for our dear guests and visitors, is you should have one part of your portfolio in the coins that are, let's say, most recognized in the world.
Yes.
Right?
Definitely Bitcoin. I mean, I think everybody should own Bitcoin.
Everybody should own Bitcoin.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
In one way or the other. I don't know how much percentage of the portfolio, but you need to have Bitcoin in your portfolio. Yes.
This is up to each of us to decide on our own, right?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
That's my opinion. Yeah.
If we don't want to take any risk, we will have 10% of Bitcoin and 90% of gold, right? If we like to if we like adrenaline, if we like to, I don't know, spend money instead of going out for 3 or 4 nights and party, we would rather throw it and try to earn quickly, and then we go into more risky business. But still, it's smart to have at least one part in Bitcoin and Ethereum, because it somehow seems that they will not go into the zero. Okay, if I may say it like this.
Of course. Now, and don't forget, I mean, there's a few chains now, like Polkadot, for example, where you can stake and you get 15% per year.
Yes.
Yeah?
In revenue. Now we're talking about DeFi.
Yeah, that's actually, it's a staking. It's just, I mean, you're supporting the project and you get a reward for it. Yeah, and this is 15%.
Yes, but Bertram, here I must correct you. In Polkadot, okay, it's a little bit, it's as well staking, but I will check this before the next.
I'm staking Polkadot myself, so
yeah. I know you are. But Dot and Polkadot, there is as well this decentralized community behind it, okay? And they have some other instruments involved as well, so to say. I don't want to go into the details.
No.
But this is what you said before. You mentioned that Ethereum, which is the base of Ethereum, right, is a smart contract.
Yes.
And smart contract is nothing else but a financial contract, okay? Like for a loan, like for I don't know, anything else. So a simple contract that just says, what do I get for this, not anymore paper, but for this token, right? So this is a financial contract, so smart contract. And banks exist upon this possibility when we're talking about paper contracts, right? So now imagine what can happen when we have smart contracts, which can provide, basically talking, the same or even better and more flexible environment and with much less fees, right? That's why Polkadot, for example, is having 15%, which is better than any font, for example, right?
Of course.
However, now if we came to this point, we have to compare Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, why is Bitcoin better in this case? If I may add, and you can of course disagree if you want, but Bitcoin went through more regulations than did Ethereum. This is fact, okay? Bitcoin is with one leg, Bitcoin is already regulated. Okay, so just a general cryptocurrency definition is missing, and then it is gonna be currency like any other. Whereas Ethereum, with its DeFi possibilities and smart contracts, and with these lending possibilities and liquidity pools, which is somehow taking the place to banks. So it's instead of banks, people are now doing this. So, but this is maybe as well for fundamental part of our sessions for the next time. But yes, this is yet not or will have to be somehow regulated. And this is now why we need to be aware that the price of the Ethereum might go down before it goes up again.
Yes. So
the regulation might stop this hype now for some time. Remember what happened in 2017, 2018, when nations around the globe started realizing that Bitcoin is becoming big and people are using it. This was the signal for all the nations around the globe to start protecting investors and people, right? I don't want to say nag Bitcoin and push the value down.
No, the point is, I think it's very interesting you say. I don't think that the real harm or the real fear of the banks, central banks and governments is actually that the people invest into Bitcoin. I think the real fear is that they will actually use it. And I think this is the point, that they say, I don't want fiat anymore. I go to the bakery, I pay in Bitcoin. I go to the supermarket, I pay in Bitcoin. I don't want fiat anymore. This is their fear. This is their fear, yes, definitely. And this is what we are working on, mass adoption. Use it. It's, yes, for us, for me, cryptocurrencies are not an investment tool. They're a payment method. Yes. Well, this is where we want to go. This is where we want to go, but definitely Bitcoin, I doubt that it will be a payment system. Okay. Now I have to do a bit of advertising. So in 2 weeks' time, latest, you will have on 18 digits, you will have a library, like the yellow pages or whatever you want to call it, with every shop in the world and every cash machine that is working with cryptocurrencies. So you have exactly all the shops in the world and the location and which cryptocurrencies they accept. So we want to tell the people where you can actually use them. Don't see it only as an investment. See, here you can actually use. Here you can pay with Bitcoin. Here you can pay with Litecoin. Yeah. Okay, so this is definitely one part of the fundament. So if, for example, Dash spiked 1 year ago because in Venezuela, I don't know which food chain or restaurant chain started using it, for example. Yes. It became a payment system. Yes. A great fundament. People wanted Dash because, but of course there was this environment problem, a government problem of the Venezuela currency and stuff. This was, of course, one prerequisite for this to happen, but yet this is what Bertram is talking about, and he's absolutely right. When people will need and start using in everyday life some of the cryptocurrencies, okay, not all, okay, maybe Ethereum will be used to do decentralized banks. Maybe Bitcoin will be used like now is gold, you know, for store of value. Whereas I mean, maybe I live in a very special place. Yeah, yes. I live in the crypto valley in Switzerland. So 2 weeks ago, the canton of Zug government did it public that from now on, you can pay your taxes in Bitcoin.
Oh, super. Bravo.
Bravo. And this
I mean, this is really cool.
This is really cool. And we are going to do an event about it. And we call it crypto within the financial system, where we invite all some of Switzerland-based companies to discuss this. And I know you're gonna be there as well, with me. Super. So people, you need to be in touch with what is happening around the globe. And perfect for this, I mean, I am using this, and you will be able to use it. You can use it already now. It's completely free. It's in Palma, and we have 66,000 plus crypto trading pairs, and each of them has a news button. So when you check a price, a real-time price, you get the button, you click the button, by the way, and you get top 3 last news, right? As well, if you want to more thoroughly analyze any of the coins, okay, over 1,000 coins, you go to Palma Web, which is the trading dashboard on your laptop. So if Palma virtual assistant is somebody that is all the time with you, under the palm tree, on the beach, wherever, so you have control, then the Palma Web trading dashboard is there to analyze, to do even technical analysis you can do. And you can check the news, all the history of news back. So you can really quickly and thoroughly look if there is something interesting going on. And believe me, when there is something like a chain or restaurant chain starts using a currency, it's going to be there for sure, because everybody starts writing about it. Or if Elon Musk tweets, right? This is as well some latest jumps.
Yeah, maybe in 2-3 months you can buy a Tesla for 1 Bitcoin. Huh? Depends on how is it going to go. Huh?
Depends on how it's going to go. Yeah.
Bitcoin up and Tesla down. Yes.
Yeah, we will see. We will see. Okay, so let's round it up, and slowly we will have to conclude. We said that when you're deciding which coin you would like to buy, okay, you need to know its fundament. It means you need to know why it is used, why people like it, why people buy it. And if you find these facts interesting enough, then you should as well check what is the situation with the price. Okay, we should not forget this. So we mentioned that with gold, it's not so much important to speculate what is the current price, because it's steadily growing. If you compare it to crypto, it's going up and down. It has spikes and then it goes down. And mainly, I would just like to suggest that you shouldn't buy a crypto if it's spiking. Okay. Maybe this is as well more thorough topic to be covered in one of the next sessions. Maybe as well we can touch it tomorrow or continue tomorrow, but for today we will have to conclude. So if there is no more questions, I would like to go on and introduce the trading competition rules, because today we start at midnight. The trading competition starts. So first thing that I need to tell here, I will try to be really quick and short. The first thing, Palma demo will be used. So I will now show you. Okay, let's go. I will now show you how you can engage your, where is my Telegram? Here it is. Okay, can you see Palma? You can see it, right?
Yep.
Super. Okay. We will do it in Palma demo. The rules are simple. You begin or you enter the trading competition by putting in Palma demo. Demo reset. Okay. And this needs to be done for you to validly enter the competition, needs to be done someday tomorrow. So from today midnight till tomorrow midnight, the demo reset needs to be done. Okay. When you do this, Palma will do the reset, and then you should enter any trade that you want. You can, for example, buy 1 Bitcoin, or you can buy, I don't know, let's buy some ADA on Bitstamp. Right, so I go, there is no ADA on Bitstamp. Geez, so let's buy Ethereum. So I want to buy Ethereum with euros, and what happens, Palma, I want to buy, let's say, 5 Ethereum. And what happens is that Palma gives me the money because I chose euro. Palma gives me the money. I will do the instant buy. And there we go. Oops. So, as you can see, what happened, Palma first gave me euros worth of 1 Bitcoin. Okay. Because I said I want to buy Ethereum, it bought me 5 Ethereum on Bitstamp. So that means I have spent for 5,568 euros, and what is left from the Bitcoin's value of euros is this 30,433 euros. So this you have to do 1 time tomorrow. So from today midnight to tomorrow midnight, and it's important when you do it, right? So if we go, let's take a look at this graph dot. Can you see this graph?
Yes.
Super. So as you can see, if I would be buying, if I would do the demo reset, okay. Let's say, but this is not the right. I have to see the Bitcoin graph, because if I do the demo reset when the Bitcoin price is high, I will get more euro than if I do the demo reset when the price is low.
Yeah, because you're actually selling 1 Bitcoin the moment you enter the competition.
Exactly. Yes. The moment you do demo reset, you enter. So now we can see this is in US dollar tether price. I chose a bad moment to buy Bitcoin. Okay.
To sell.
To sell. Yes, to sell. To start the demo reset.
Yes.
So if I would have done it today at 1, I would get much more, which is exactly 4% more of the starting demo money. Okay. So this is how you enter the competition.
So it's about the right timing within the first 24 hours.
Yes, yes. You can do demo reset many times, but at least 1 time tomorrow to be able to have a valid entrance to the competition.
Cool.
This is one thing. Then we will be following everybody within our Hall of Fame. So I will show you now the Hall of Fame. You can access the Hall of Fame via the Palma as well. Okay, this is the Hall of Fame. We have one guy that has already 1,250 Bitcoin. Here you see.
Holy mother.
This is demo money, and of course this was done probably by arbitrage. Okay, and you will be able to find out.
Yeah, you can see it's 407 trades. Yeah.
Yes, 407 trades, and those practically all of them were probably arbitrage.
And no fees calculated.
No fees calculated, exactly. And we can see that he was doing them on Binance, Bittrex, and KuCoin. So this is just, so to say, an overview that will be live. I will be checking every day, and I will be, together with Bertram, we will be giving away daily prizes. So now let's touch a little bit the prices. What are the prices? Can you help me, Bertram?
So the daily prices.
The daily price we set.
So the daily
18,
price
right?
is, the first one is from Coin Market Alert. It's 1 year gold subscription. So that is crypto alerts and crypto portfolio manager free for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
This is a daily award. Then it's going to be 18 digits shares, company shares, daily.
Mm-hmm.
And do I have to give more daily? No, I think that was it.
No, that's it. Super. So these are the daily prices. Some more prizes are coming up, but we will announce that as we go. Whereas the 18 days price is 330 euros of Palma bonus, so the whole year pro subscription. And of course, on top of that, the big price of 18 digits, Bertram.
Yeah, 18 digit shares for roughly $1,000 worth.
Super.
Today. So they can be worth much more one day.
Yes. So it's a big prize pool, especially if we compare it to the emerging markets. Okay, like Bitcoin was 10 years ago was worth much less than today. So there is a good possibility, and nothing you can lose. You can learn, you can educate within this educational competition, plus have something in stake for your future with a very high probability on gaining. So maybe as well, I would like to add that the rule for the competition is 3 transfers per day. Okay. So that you won't be able to come to 1,250 Bitcoin so easily. So all the rest of the rules, they are in the forum of 18 digits, so 18Palmas open dealing room. Everything is there. We are there to ask us anything. If you have now a question, please shoot. Otherwise, I will not be bothering you anymore tonight. It's Sunday evening. However, I'm accessible via Telegram and via 18 digits forum, 18Palmas open dealing room, so that anybody can ask us anything anytime.
Perfect.
So please, thank you, Katja, for joining us today. It was really interesting to compare this history proof, so to say, currency, gold, which is detached from the monetary and government central authority system, which is giving us somehow the knowledge to compare it to cryptocurrencies fundament today, so we can easily, more, so to say, easier understand what that means, even in case of the cryptocurrencies. Thank you very much, Bertram. Thank you for sharing your experiences.
Thank you, guys, and see you tomorrow night at 6.
See you tomorrow night at 6. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Hope you get what you wanted. If not, as I said, meet you at 18 digits forum, 18Palmas open dealing room. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.